One of my friends, Mev says, a fine musician, cornered me one day. Man, he said, they can say what they want about us vipers, but you just dig them lush hounds with their old antique jive. A lot of au fait liquor heads, when they come up here and pass the jug around, half of them will say they had enough, 'cause some spade just took a drink out of it. And those that do take it will hem and haw, trying to rub the top off the bottle so you can't see them before they put it up to their chops. Now with vipers, it's different. You don't have to pass a roach to a viper. He'll take it right out of your hand and start puffing on it, not even thinking about who had his chops on it before. Most of us were getting our tea from some Spanish boys who kept coming up from Mexico with real golden leaf, the best that could be had. Papa, you never smacked your chops on anything sweeter in all your days of piping. It had such a wonderful smell, and the kick you got was really out of this world. I laid it on the cats in the barbecue, and pretty soon all Harlem was after me to light them up. Before I knew it, I had to write to our connection for a large supply, because everybody I knew wanted some. Just think how many cats you can make happy, they kept saying. Before I knew it, I was standing on the corner, pushing gauge. Only I did no pushing. I just stood under the tree of hope, my pokes full up, and the cats came and went, and so did my golden leaf. Overnight, I was the most popular man in Harlem, and I was to become known as the Reefer King, the link between the races, the philosopher, the Mez, Papa Mez, Mother Mez, Pops's boy, the white mayor of Harlem, the man about town, the man that hit the world, the man that made history, the man with the righteous bush, he who diggeth the digger, Father Neptune. New words came into being to meet the situation. Losies and Loseros were coined, so guys could refer to my gauge without having anybody else dig it. And some of our musician pals used to stick these hip phrases into their songs when they broadcast over the radio, because they knew we'd be huddled around the radio in the barbecue, and that was their way of saying hello to me and all the vipers. That mellow Mexican leaf really started something in Harlem, a whole new language, almost a whole new culture. That's one reason why we appreciated Pop, Pop says. The warmth that always brought forth from the other person. On the West Coast one night, this fine au fait musician, a good one, whose father was a big judge down south, showed me the sack. It was full of gauge in the rough, dirty looking, and had to be cleaned. He said, Louie, this muta came from out of the backyard, where the chickens trampled all over it, so it should be well seasoned. He and I went to the hotel over on Central Avenue, rolled up our sleeves, cleaned it up real beautifully, and rolled up one apiece. We dragged on down halfway to a roach, and he was right. When we got on down there, we could taste the cackling, the crowing, and the other things those chickens did. Beautiful. Then I left the coast, arriving home in Chicago on a Sunday morning. The doorbell rang. I went to the door and found one guy standing there, pointing toward 4 other youngsters getting out of the car. I said, "Boys, I'm very glad to see you. It's been a long, long time." One cat pulled out a big bomber, lit it, took 2 drags, and looked straight into my eyes as he passed it to me, saying, "Pops, we all feel you could use this stick after all you've been through." I said, "Oh, boys, y'all didn't have to do this," reaching for that joint at the same time. Each of them pulled out a stick apiece and started blowing.